SAPSD Expert Notes, Material Listing and Exclusion. 1. Executive Summary and Business Context. In the complex landscape of sales and distribution, it is not always permissible or strategically desirable to sell every product to every customer. Material listing and exclusion is the standard SAPSD functionality used to control what can be sold to whom and during which time periods. Material listing, a whitelist approach. If a customer is assigned a listing, they can only buy materials defined in that list. All other materials are blocked. Material exclusion, a blacklist approach. The customer can buy everything except the materials defined in the exclusion list. Common business scenarios. Pharmaceuticals or chemicals, selling specific drugs only to licensed distributors or regions with regulatory approval. Retailer fashion, exclusive collections available only to platinum partners or specific branch locations. Export control, restricting the sale of sensitive technology to specific countries, though often handled by GTS. Basic exclusion handles simple cases. Product life cycle, preventing the sale of obsolete materials to new customers while allowing legacy customers to buy spare parts. 2. Technical architecture, the condition technique. Listing and exclusion does not use simple flags on the customer master. It utilizes the condition technique, the same powerful engine used for pricing, output determination, and batch determination. The hierarchy. To become an expert, you must understand the hierarchy specific to listing or exclusion. 1. Condition table defines the key combination. Example: customer or material, or customer group or material. 2. Access sequence defines the search strategy. The system searches from specific to general. 3. Condition type, the specific rule. Example: A001 for listing, B001 for exclusion. 4. Procedure, grouping condition types together. 5. Procedure assignment, linking the procedure to the sales document type. Key distinction from pricing. Unlike pricing, listing or exclusion does not determine a value. It determines validity. If a record is found or not found, depending on the logic. The system permits or denies the line item entry in the sales order. 3. Comprehensive configuration steps. This section details the hands-on configuration required in SPARO. Path, SPARO. IMG, sales and distribution, basic functions, listing or exclusion. Step 3. 1. Maintain condition tables. Transaction, OV06, create. OV07, display. Standard tables, 001, customer or material. Expert tip, always create custom tables, 500 to 999, if standard tables don't meet requirements. Field catalog, ensure fields like KATR1, Attribute 1, or KVGR1, Customer Group 1, are in the field catalog if you want to list based on customer attributes rather than individual customer numbers. Step 3. 2. Maintain access sequences. Transaction, OV03. Standard access sequences, A001. Listing, searches table 001. B001. Exclusion, searches table 001. Configuration logic. Assign your condition tables to the access sequence. Exclusive indicator. Generally, you leave this unchecked if you want the system to check multiple records, but for listing or exclusion, usually finding one valid record is sufficient. Step 3. 3. Define condition types. Transaction, OV04. Standard types, A001. Listing, B001. Exclusion. Expert insight. You can copy A001 to create C001. Example: seasonal listing. The valid from or to dates are critical here, as they drive the time frame of the restriction. Step 3. 4. Maintain procedures. Transaction, OV05. Standard procedure, A00001, listing or exclusion. Logic, Step 10, Counter 1, Type A001, listing. Step 20, Counter 1, Type B001, exclusion. Critical rule, you can have both listing and exclusion in the same procedure. If a material is listed and excluded, exclusion takes priority, the system blocks it. Step 3. 5. Assign procedure to sales document types. Transaction, OV04. Assignment view, or directly in the IMG path. Expert note: this is often where configuration fails. You must assign the procedure to the sales document type, example, OR, ZOR. Why? Because a listing check might be relevant for a standard order, OR, but irrelevant for a returns order, RE, or a free of charge delivery, FD4. Master Data Maintenance End User View. Once configured, you must create the data records. This is what the business users will do. Transaction codes. VB01, create listing or exclusion. VB02, change. VB03, display. Creating a listing, A001. 1. Enter VB01. 2. Select condition, type A001. 3. Enter the customer and the list of valid materials. 4. Validity dates. Set the valid from and valid to. This allows you to pre-approve items for next year's catalog or expire old items. Creating an exclusion, B001. 1. Enter VB01. 2. Select condition type B001. 3. Enter the customer and the materials to block. Scenario: Customer X is allowed to buy the standard range, listing, but is specifically banned from buying hazardous item A, exclusion, even if it falls into the standard range category. 5. Technical deep dive for the consultant. To troubleshoot effectively, you need to know what happens under the hood. Database tables. KOTG XXX. Condition tables, example. KOTG 001. This is where the key mapping, customer, material, lives. KONP, condition item, holds the validity periods and the condition record number, KNUMH. CDHDR, or CDPOS, change documents, if change history is activated for the condition objects. Logic flow during sales order entry, VA01. 1. User enters sold to party and material. 2. System checks the sales document type, example. OR, to find the assigned listing or exclusion procedure. 3. It executes the procedure. Step 1. Listing. The system checks the tables in the access sequence. If listing exists, the system checks if the material is in the list. If yes, proceed. If no, throw error, material is not listed for customer. If no listing record exists for the customer, the system assumes all materials are allowed, unless restricted by exclusion. Note: this behavior depends on whether a listing master record exists for that customer at all. Step 2. Exclusion. The system checks if the material is in the exclusion list. If found, throw error, material has been excluded. User exits and enhancement points. Sometimes standard config isn't enough. Program MV45AFZZ form USEREXITSAVEDOCUMENT or USEREXITMOVEFIELDTOKOMK or comp. Use case: if you need to list materials based on a Z field in the customer master that isn't in the field catalog, you populate it in the communication structure, KOMK, via user exit before the condition check runs. 6. Interaction with other modules. Listing or exclusion does not exist in a vacuum. 6. 1. Material determination, substitutions. Order of operations, listing or exclusion, runs before material determination. Scenario: if customer A orders material X, and you want to substitute it with material Y, if material X is excluded, the system stops there. It never gets to the substitution logic. If material X is listed, the system proceeds to substitute it with Y. Note: you may need to ensure Y is also listed if the check reruns. 6. 2. Cross-selling. Listing or exclusion checks apply to cross-selling items. If the system suggests an add-on product, but that product is excluded for the customer, the cross-sell suggestion will likely fail or error out depending on config. 6. 3. BOM explosion, bill of materials. If a header material is allowed, but a component inside the BOM is excluded, the system behavior depends on the item category setup, but typically it will block the specific component or raise an incompleteness log. 7. Troubleshooting and common errors. As a consultant, you will face these specific issues. Issue symptom root cause solution. Listing ignored user enters a material that should be blocked, but the system allows it. 1. Procedure not assigned to sales doc type. BR greater than BR greater than B, R greater than B, R greater than 2. Dates on condition record are expired. BR greater than BR greater than BR greater than BR greater than 3. Customer has no listing record at all. System defaults to allow all. 1. Check assignment in OV04. BR greater than BR greater than BR greater than BR greater than 2. Check VB03 validity dates. BR greater than BR greater than BR greater than BR greater than 3. Ensure at least one listing record exists for the customer to activate the restrictive logic. False negative material is not listed. Error appears for a valid material. 1. Material number mismatch. Leading zeros. BR greater than BR greater than BR greater than BR greater than 2. Wrong sales area. Listing is sales area specific. Verify the sales area, org data in the sales order matches the sales area in VB03. Exclusion fails. Material is excluded, but user can still buy it. Listing takes precedence. No exclusion usually wins. Check if the exclusion condition type is actually in the procedure. Verify procedure steps in OV05. Ensure exclusion type B001 is active. 8. Strategic implementation tips. The expert edge. To truly stand out as an expert, consider these implementation strategies. 1. Group-based listing. Maintenance of customer or material. Table 001 is a nightmare for data maintenance if you have 1,000 customers. Solution. Use customer groups. Create a condition table, sales org or distri channel, or customer group or material. Assign customers to groups, example. Retail chains, mom and pop. Create one listing record for the group. This reduces master data maintenance by 90%. 2. Product hierarchy listing. Avoid listing every single material ID. Solution. Add product hierarchy PRODH to the field catalog. List or exclude based on hierarchy level 1 or 2. Example. Exclude all electronics. Note, this requires adding PRODH to the listing condition table. 3. Error versus warning. Standard SAP listing or exclusion stops the order. Hard error. Requirement, warn the user but allow the sale. Solution. This requires ABAP modification or a custom requirement routine in the procedure to change the message type from E, error, to W, warning.